Welcome back. Well, today is Money Monday, and we're talking about some big changes that families need to know about. The One Big Beautiful Bill Act, the massive tax and spending bill that President Trump signed into law last year. Well, it provides a new framework for what's being called Trump accounts. But what do they mean for families, and also how can you take advantage of them? And here to help us sort all of that out is Megan Hammond, the Director of Financial Planning for WealthQuest. Thanks so much for being here with us, Megan.
Thanks for having me.
So we've heard about the Trump accounts. What are they actually referring to?
Yeah, so this is a new tax or account structure that was created as part of that One Big Beautiful Bill Act that was signed into law in 2025. And it's really focused on our children. And the idea is to give them a financial start as soon as possible, because time is one of the most valuable wealth building tools that we have. And so based on the current structure, eligible children under the age of 18 can have an account opened up on their behalf and contributions made that will be invested in the stock market, with the hope that that will then grow over time. So I would really think of it as a long-term investment retirement account for our children.
And of course, this is still so new for us. So how would these accounts work over time? You explained a little bit, but who puts the money in them and when can it be used?
Yeah, so there are a couple parts to this. So if you have a child that's born between 2025 and 2028, there's a special one-time contribution that the Treasury Department is putting in the amount of $1,000. Aside from that, any account is eligible for an annual contribution. This year it's going to be $5,000. And that can come from a variety of different sources. So friends and family, employers are eligible if they choose to participate. And then there's some private foundations that have voiced an interest in participating as well. But once the child turns 18, the rules of this account shift to an individual retirement account, so an IRA. At that point, your child can take the money out if they need it for education, if they need it for a down payment on a house, but ideally the money would stay in there and continue to grow for their own retirement.
And now what should families and viewers keep in mind when they hear about these accounts?
I think first and foremost, logistically, this account actually isn't available quite yet. So it becomes available July 4th, 2026. But if people are interested, you can fill out an application at any point. So you can get on the website and you can fill out an application, and then they will send you information on how to activate and contribute to that account in July when it becomes eligible. But I think one of the things that's really important is that there are a lot of different types of accounts that we can use for our children's future. Some are focused on education, some are focused on providing maximum flexibility, and some are more retirement focused like this account. And so as we're thinking about what types of accounts we want to use for our children, we really want to make sure we understand the goal so that we can pick the account that best aligns with them. And then lastly, I would say that this is one tool that we can use, but we don't want to focus so much on our child's accounts and our child's future that we forget about our own financial planning. So we want to make sure that any contributions and any of those considerations we also think about when we think about our own cash flow and our own retirement planning.
And really quick, Megan, if you haven't said this already, the Trump accounts, are these things that are automatically enrolled or you have to enroll yourself?
Yes, so if you are born between 2025 and 2028, or it might be after 2026 when it's eligible, but those will be automatically enrolled for any new births. Any children outside of that, you can go online and you can do it yourself.
Megan Hammond with WealthQuest, always keeping us abreast of all the financial latest. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.